Hello everyone and welcome to RGL Round 7, the Baku Grand Prix. What can we say about the circuits first of all? We're here for the 3.7 mile circuit in the heart of Baku in Azerbaijan. In fact, the population of Baku, 2.1 million. Only the capacity of this Grand Prix circuit, only 18,500. So you could get more in a football stadium. That's another little one though. Of course, we've only got 18 or 19 drivers here this weekend, and should be a good circuit. The 20 turns take us around some of the biggest landmarks of the Baku city centre, of course, the iconic castle section through turn 8, a lovely section, but if you get it wrong, it is an absolute disaster. So what else can we say? Well, of course, today I'm joined by none other, and he's back. It's Mr. Comundo.
Yep, I'm back, boys, and can't wait to see what the race will be bringing us tonight.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one. Now, there's been I wouldn't say any fair changes, but the championship is the one we need to be watching out for, of course, and just 4 points between the top two. So the championship leaders, 2 points separate them as we go into this race in Azerbaijan, and it's got all the makings, this battle between these two, of being a pretty good title fight, and it seeming to be that way as well. I mean, Canada last time out was a pretty good race for some, more so than others. I'm trying to recall who won that race actually. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Danny?
Oh yeah, that was Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Danny. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Well, also, as I said, top two fighting very hard in the championship. Third and fourth are also fighting pretty hard. Although, to be fair, third's only a race win behind Langman, but that's Dutch Gamer Lars, but for the record. Third and fourth, the two Dutch drivers. Oh, he's not even Dutch, is he, Feisty? Or is he? Oh. Oh God, no, he's British. No, he's only 2 points behind Dutch Gamer Lars in the championship. That's a nice little scrap for third, which we should watch out for during the course of this race weekend, I guess. Also, as we look into the Constructors' Championship, this is probably one of the closest Constructors' Championships I've seen, well, ever. I mean, from first to fifth, they're separated by just 34 points. That is less than a 1-2 finish. You know, that is so close. The top two are separated by some 18 points, so it's more so second than to fifth. That's around probably the best battle you should be looking out for this weekend. But yeah, we could take you through a couple of new drivers as well that have joined us for this weekend. We've got a couple. OMG, it's Joe. This is his first appearance. Now, Joe will also be joining us in the Tier 2 commentary box. He is the latest commentator for Tier 2, I'd like to add. So, yeah, he always goes on about his voice breaks. Lewis Racer, who was promoted from Tier 2, he is now, I believe, a reserve in Tier 1, maybe even a full-time. He just wanted to move to Tier 1, and so all due respect, he's a good driver. He's a good driver. I'd say he's pretty much on, well, when I was in Tier 2, he seemed pretty much on par with me, maybe a bit faster, but yeah, he's okay. Yeah, read into that what you will, Mundo. Of course, we have, who else have we got this weekend? We've got a guy called KAOC.
X Division.
We'll call him Division in the manner. He is American, I believe, and he is a new driver as well. I mean, there's a couple of new drivers, as we said, as we go down the field. But there's been a couple of movements in teams. So Joe is taking the full-time role in the McLaren after Liam and Danny. Or Danny's he's dropped to a reserve role by his choice. It was only his choice. We wouldn't, of course, make him drop out because we know what sort of a driver he is. Liam has completely quit the I think league racing in general. Yeah. So, yeah, so he won't be taking much part in the McLaren. So, for this week, the two McLaren cars are, of course, USR Kubica and Joe, I believe. So, that should be fun in games. We should also take a look at who's actually on pole at the moment and is Dominator in the Mercedes, who actually finished on the podium last time out.
I'll go through some hot laps when it's, what do you call it? Happy, what do you call it? It's a, what is Happy day, happy meal or some shit. Something that says that the drivers are out and doing their best laps. Oh, I just totally forgot the word. Happy something.
happy hour,
Happy hour, there we
I
go.
don't know.
It's happy
Yeah,
hour
happy
in
hour.
like a few minutes.
Yeah. Right. Horus Phoenix, I think, could be on a lap here as he comes through the penultimate couple of turns. Lovely. I love these two corners at Azerbaijan. I don't know why. It's just nice. When you get it bang on, it's lovely. In the wet, it's an absolute disaster most of the time. But that's turn 18 and 19, arguably two of the fastest corners on the whole calendar. Horus Phoenix may be heading on a lap now. Now, Horus Phoenix, we know how quick he is. He, of course, won in Australia. Remember, all that time back. Oh, he did win in Australia, right up until the point where he got a penalty, I believe. Oh, wait, did he? No, he didn't. Someone else got a penalty and he won the race.
Yeah, well, let's see on the second year straight. Hulton 7th, down to second, nice, taking the apex, very good. Now down to this tricky section, down to second, quickly up to third, and now just before the casting section. I personally really like this section. You just need to nail it, use the track as much as possible. See what the sector is down into this one. Could you check that, James?
Yeah, turn 7 that is. And heading in through turn 8,
okay, could
9,
you check
10,
the sector times?
Yeah. Alright, let's have a look.
Nice.
Need to find his bloody name. His first sector was a 45.6. Now, in comparison with the leader, who has done a 45.0, this is going to have to be made up in the second sector. That is one of the longest first sectors of the season.
Yeah.
Here in Baku. But it may even be the longest. I'm not too sure. It's got to be. It's got to be the longest first sector.
But here we go for the straight. It's pretty much clinical lap. No big mistakes around here. So let's see what he can do. Coming up to the line. Horus Phoenix from 18th to, what will it be?
Comes across the line. Horus Phoenix goes third. He's only a second off the pace, but yeah, he is currently he's 6th in the championship. Now knowing that Liam's of course less the lead, so he's 6th in the championship. Horus Phoenix, and he's not a bad driver at all. I've really rated Horus Phoenix this season. He's just had a bit of torrid luck. I mean, Spain was probably one of them, but I believe so anyway.
No, it was really good race by him in Spain. You can't remember? He was doing the one stop and stops too hard.
Oh, that was it.
Getting sick, nearly winning. He was catching Ginger Ninja.
Yeah. So Horus Phoenix is actually only, I believe, just 1 point behind Dominator. So this is quite a crucial race for him. So also a crucial race, I guess, race for Williams. If they want to.
Oh, Horus Phoenix has improved on his second lap, 2 tenths on first sector. Let's see what he can do into the castle section. Seems more confident now, using the track as much as ever. I really like this section also. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Where is Horus Phoenix on the thing? There he is. So he's now dropping in up through the gears into turn 16, and I believe that is. No, turn 15 that is, and now turn 16. A little kink of
20 corners.
Yeah, 17 now he comes through, and of course 18 and 19. Absolutely, as I said before, brilliant sector this one. And up through the gears he goes, and he's just overtaken Feisty Ted, as you can see, on track. And where will this put the Williams? I can't talk today. He's going to get, will he go for pole? I'm not sure what his time's going to be like. He comes across the line. He's improved by some 4 tenths of a second. But he's not as fast as a Langman, who he is 4 tenths off of the lead. Oh, he smashed the inside wall there, actually.
The championship contender, Ginger Ninja, has retired, I think. No, he hasn't
Ginger
retired,
Ninja's in the barriers.
But he's crashed,
yeah. Crashed out on turn 15, that is. So that's a very unusual. Well, I say unusual. The Baku Grand Prix said otherwise.
Let's go. Dominator has taken pole, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's a really good performance from him. Trying to get this run of form continues, I guess, for Dominator. He's done a good job so far this season. The Mercedes in general have had a pretty good season. Of course, leading Constructors' Championship. Not too much else we can say about that. yeah, the two Red Bulls, of course. I genuinely believe Red Bull would have been a lot higher than they were this season. Of course, they've got last year's champion Lars in the car, but they've also got RGL Verstappen or
Yeah, Rex Knight.
Rex Knight. So I thought that was a solid lineup. When I first saw it at the start of the season, I thought this is a team that could definitely go for the constructors. I mean, Lars definitely going for the drivers. That's a possibility, of course. But he has had to miss a couple of races because, of course, well, his own life, I guess.
Yeah, moving to Canada.
Fair enough. Yeah, moving to Canada, which is, of course, if you're moving from Europe to Canada, quite a big change in your life, I imagine. So, Manners are doing quite well for themselves. The new driver, KAOCX Division, is currently 5th at the moment. His teammate Boogie is 6th. So,
yeah, I'm just watching
they're actually really close
Boogie.
on. Yeah, it's really interesting because they might be getting a tow. I don't know. Let's see what Boogie can do. Is he going to hit this up? Yes, he will.
Pinkerton in 15, not that impressive. But yeah, this new division guy.
Yeah. He's doing quite a good job, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, Manor in general, of course, Manor are 9 points behind Toro Rosso. They're only 9th in the championship. Now, in real life F1, Manor being 9th, that is probably more realistic than what we had last season with Langman and Jamjar Hastings, who were bossing it in the Constructors' Championship last season. I mean, they're getting held by Haas for a while, but Manor really did do a good job. Of course, other news to bring to you in RGL is the loss of 3 circuits. There are 3 circuits that have gone from the end of the season. They are Mexico, Singapore and Abu Dhabi, I believe. They are the 3 circuits to go. Just so they don't run into the 2017 game, which of course would be a disaster. No one wants to play this game as soon as 2017 comes out. They will be all over that game.
It's quite impressive that RGL has that high of a turnout when it's the end of the game. But yeah, I want to focus on 5 to 10. He's coming into a lap now. I'm gonna follow as much as I can on this Baku circuit. Really one of my favorite tracks. So here we come into turn 1. Down, brake really low. He goes second, short shifts out to third. See what we can do. Up to stick, down to third, on to takes it first. So I think he is not getting that much. He's currently 2.3 off with his soft lap previously. But here we come down to after the second gear straight down to second. Nails the apex quite nicely. He short shifts a lot, which is crucial around here. Missed the apex slightly, probably half a tenth lost there. Now on to just before the sector 1 split. As James said, one of the longest sector 1s we have on the Canada. Let's see what he can do for his first sector. 45 is probably a good sector time. Yeah, 45.6. It's not so bad. It's alright. Let's see how he does into car section. Very close as you want to be. Takes it, uses the tracks nicely. Down now up to 5th, and this sweeping, you just want to take the flat hitting the apex, not cut too much, hopefully. Oh, he does, but it's not invalidated, I don't think, James. Let's see what he can do. Now to the final corner, I call it, because it's pretty much just a flat run now down to the finish line.
Yeah, I do apologise. Yeah, we can just see him now as he comes through the final couple of corners. That's 18, 19. He comes through, and turn 20 is a little kink on the exit there, and up through the gears he comes again. It's going to be a pretty good lap from Feisted so far. He only goes P4, so
yeah, I mean, he was struggling in the first sector.
Yeah, I mean, this track is obviously you're not going to have very high wings at all. I imagine. I mean,
No,
you only
obviously not.
you only need like higher wings for the middle sector, but even then it's not worth it. So yeah, also if we move on to strategy for this race, what are we expecting? I thought it was a 1-stop of what I remember, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so possible strategies are obviously many of the drivers are starting on the supers, so a 1-stop is possible with super soft medium. You can also tend to do the 2-stop super soft, soft, or super soft. But yeah, I think many of the drivers tonight are doing the 1-stop starting at supers. mediums. A bit like hard in Spain. They can go really long. Uh, Probably gains more time at the end of that.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to cut across you there. Joe's lost it completely on turn 1. Just smashed into the barriers, although be it, Joe is third at the moment, so he's doing a good job, to be fair. I mean, on his first RGL race, I know what sort of pace, we all know what Joe's got in his locker. But, yeah,
Langman, is he, yeah, there's so many on their left. Let's see Langman.
Where is Langman?
Langman's
He's coming
going
across
onto
the
left
line.
now.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty crucial. I think we should watch this lap as well from Langman as he gets up through the gears towards turn 2. This is a 2 90-degree corners. I mean, it's not often you see that. You'll get another one when you head up to turn 3 along this DRS
Yeah,
zone.
I really like this.
And hard on the brakes, he goes into there. It's very difficult. If on the first lap you're going side by side into there, there is most definitely contact on that inside wall. Lovely camera shots, pans around as we come through turn 4. Qualifying is now complete. Langman has dropped to third. If you want an update on who's taken his place, good lap from
James, take the time, James. I think Langman is on for a pole. It's really
right, 44
fast.
in the first sector from Langman. It is, oh, yes it is. Jesus, he's going for it. Up through the castle section, this is a hell of a lap.
Short shift McGee, I think he's watched some TL Martin videos. Look at that exit he gets for every corner, just double shift McGee. It's insane how much he gains.
Lovely long left-hand section, he's up through the gears once again. We head into 15, a law, he takes a bit of curb on the inside and he gets away with it, I guess, into 16. The little kink of 17 will a fast approach. He's lost a little bit on the exit, but not too bad. And up through the gears he goes once again in towards 18 and 19. This is one hell of a lap from the Force India. What a drive this could be towards pole position. Langman needs this desperately over his championship rivals. He heads once again full throttle, absolutely all guns blazing up towards the line. He goes P1, does Langman, and it's a brilliant effort from the Force India. In fact, he does a 39.9, which is some 2/10, I believe.
What about his rival, Horace Phoenix? He comes down the line, P4, half a second off Langman. So, alright job by the not the Frenchman, but
yeah, Boogie is also going to complete his lap. Where will this put Boogie in the manner? P7, good lap. There are your final qualification. Well, I guess the grid order then. So Langman takes pole position brilliantly here in Baku. From the 2 Mercs, that is Dominator and Feisty's head, doing a really good job. Horace Phoenix is 4th. Ginger Ninja, Langman's championship rival, is 5th on the grid. Not too bad from him. Joe on his RGL debut is P6. His Boogie in 7th, a very good performance from him. His Vampy Peanut in 8th. RGL Verstappen's improved in qualifying of late. He is P9. Liam BTLFC is P10. Then it's the new drivers. You've got KAOC X Division is 11th. It's I'm Death in P12. From Angelissimo, it's Lewis Racer from 14th. Coffield in 15th. Who actually been on the opening run, I believe. Ted first is 16th. It's Ingerton 17th. And Kubica didn't set a lap time. I think we should leave.
Yep.
But yeah, notable that Kubica didn't set a time there. I'm not sure what that's all about, but you know, McLaren want to just get some crucial points at the end of the day. They're not doing too bad in the constructors, and Danny and Liam done such a good job when they were in that car. I mean, they really were. If they'd have stayed, I'm sure those guys would have probably made because they were so.
We should look out for top 6 very close. As I said, also in Spain there's a top 6 fight for the win. But yeah, we will be back for the action for round 7 of Baku in RGL. So catch you guys in 2 minutes.